أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم ربنا زدنا علما. As you can see here, we are going to inshallah make our dua list. Why? I'm going to tell you soon. Okay, good. That means we have enough space to stand up. So for now, sit down. I just wanted to see that if you have space to stand up. Come, sit down. Okay. We are going to dream today. We are going to dream when we are awake. It means that we're going to see that what do we need from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what we want. You know, in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that the people ask, where am I? Tell them, I'm very close to you. And that is in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was talking to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that I'm very close. So when they call me, I am listening. So if it is a promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that means whenever we call him, he's listening. There is no way that we call him and he's not listening. You know how sometimes when we call our parents and they're on the phone and we are talking to them and they say, and they're not even listening, right? It happens to you, nod your head. Sometimes it happens, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not like that. When we call him, he's not on the phone. When you say, oh Allah, then he pays attention to you. And that is something so beautiful, that there is someone who is always, always, always listening. And today, inshallah, what we are going to do is we are going to ask him a lot of good stuff. So for that, I need you to stand up now. We're going to stand up. We're going to put our hands on our heart. So your right hand is going to, yes, on your heart. Where's your heart? Put your right hand on your heart. And yeah, it's my right hand, right? My right hand is going on my heart. I'm right. Okay, now you're going to close your eyes. Stand still, stand still. Ayan or Ayan, don't do that. Stand still. Your hand is not on your heart. That's why I want your cameras on, so that I can see you. No moving your hand and no moving. Just stand still. And close your eyes. Okay?
What? No, Mom.
Yes, for you. No, not with your hands. Just close your eyes. Not with your hands. Slightly. Because you know why I want you to close your eyes? So that you can focus. Because when your eyes are open, you're looking at the screen and then other people are moving and you're not moving, subhanallah. So that's why. Now, when you close your eyes, I need you to think that if you're so thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what color would you be? Start pouring that color from your head. Like it's a bottle of color and you're pouring on yourself and it's going on your head, on your face, on your body, and now you're that color. Think what color you would be if it could see that you are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because we did do that exercise of being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you were thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everybody's going to pick their own color, right? Mine was green, but I don't know where one is yours. You can maybe tell me later, okay? Now think that if you were so happy, so extremely happy, what color you would be? Now start pouring that color on your head so that your whole body is that color. If you were happy, what color you would be? Think, just slightly close your eyes and think that you're that color. You're so happy that your color changes. If you're excited, then what color that would be? If you're so excited, stand relaxed, hand on your heart, eyes closed. Look in with your brain's eyes, that what color are you? And if you were loved so much, when you're loved by your parents, by your siblings, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by your teachers, what color you change into? Think of yourself in that color. And you know, the one who were really standing still and were paying attention, they're going to make a beautiful list today. Now you can open your eyes and come sit down. Come sit down. This means now you're not going to talk to anyone else because now you feel something different. And we are going to dream. So let's start writing. If you don't know how to write fast, then your parents are going to help you. But you are going to say what to write. It's your dream. It's not their dream. Okay? So if they tell you to, oh, no, don't write this, don't listen. You are supposed to dream. This is your dream. So let's start.
What do we have to write?
I'm going to tell you. You just don't talk. You don't panic, because remember, right now you are in such a beautiful colors. You're calm. So you are not going to talk. You're going to start writing whatever you want from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything. So hurry, because you have time limit. You have time limit. That's why you can't have forever. Start writing. That's why I said, if you don't write fast, tell your parents to write for you. You start talking, your parents start writing. I cannot hear you. It's only your parents who can hear you. So we start 1, 2, 3, now. Come on, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala listens. Whatever you want, write down. Everything. If you have 50 things, 100 things, million things, write down. Suppose, what is your goal for the Quran? What do you want when it comes to the Quran? How much you want to read in 1 year? How much you want to memorize? How much you want to read? So make sure that you add the Quran goal in your things, okay? Because when you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I want to memorize 10 surahs, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you memorize 10 surahs. I'm quiet so that you can focus. Samiha, keep talking, keep talking. What are your goals when it comes to reading books? You don't have to write the name of the books. You don't have to think what books you want to read, just numbers. In 1 year, how many books you want to read? And be realistic. Don't say million books, because you cannot read million books in a year. How many books do you want to read this year? They can be small or big. We will choose those later, inshallah. I want to read 12 books this year. They are not a lot, but I know I can do 12 big books. Samiha, keep talking. It's your list. Now, you can write down your toys. You can write down the things that you want for yourself, for your parents, for your friends, for your siblings, for whoever you want things from Allah. Remember, Allah has everything. So, and we have only 1 minute left. So especially write down something that you want for your parents, okay? Because when we make dua for our parents, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us rewards. We have 20 seconds. 18. Time's up. Time's up. Pencils down. Now, look at your list. Look at your list. The list that you just made. See how many things you're going to get this year, inshallah, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know why? You know how I know? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you ask me and I will give you. Right? When people talk to me, I'm listening. And He has so much. So whatever is in your list, I have a question for you. Whatever is in your list, do you believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give it to you? I'm going to unmute you guys, okay? So, Aris. Look at your list, Aris. Do you believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give you all those?
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Because there are a few things. He has everything and He promised that if you ask me, I'll give it to you. You know, sometimes our parents promise us and then when we say, no, give it to me, they say, no, I'll give it to you, but later. Right? So how many things did you write? Did you number them?
3, 4. Yeah.
How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote 5.
5. Samia, how many things you wrote?
9.
9. And how about Musab? Because Musab's hand was going on and on. How many?
18.
18. Good job. Mariam, how many things you wrote?
Baby. 5. No,
Mariam?
I wrote.
So we have 2 Ayans. Rehan's brother, Arhan's brother, Ayan. How many things you wrote?
5. 3.
3? Why were you thinking so hard? I thought the kids don't think, they just ask.
10 things written down. Wow.
How many?
5. 10.
10? Good.
5. Half of it.
Okay. Now, you know what? Since you guys, you should at least have 10 things written down. So if you have not write 10 things, then you're going to do that later on after the class. Because this list is not final, okay?
Yeah,
Steps and then inshallah. Asia is here, right? Asia,
18 too much है बहुत अच्छा किया किसी ने भी नहीं 18 किया
Asia? I cannot see you, honey. It would be better if I could see you. All right, you guys can put your cameras on. It's good if I can see you guys.
ये क्या लिखा है?
Where is Asya? Asya is
और
here.
ये क्या क्या?
Yes, I can see her. Asya, how many things you wrote down?
6.
6. Okay, we have to make them 10 later on. Okay. But since you only wrote 6 things, then I don't think that you made you wrote one thing twice. I don't think so. Okay. But we are going to pick 4 things which are most favorite. So now suppose you have a list of 50 and I say pick only 4. Look at your list. Look at your list and pick 4 things from that list, which are the most important for you. And how would you know they're important?
This one doesn't.
Imagine when you get that, because inshallah, Allah SWT will give you.
This one's important.
Then think that, does it make you laugh? Does it make you happy if you have that? Would you be so happy?
Yeah, I will from this.
And would you feel proud? Because if you wrote that you want to complete the whole qaida, or you want to complete the Quran, does it make you proud? Or you think that this, if you have this thing, it will bring you closer to Allah?
More of your favorite things.
If there are yes, yes, and yes, or if there is only one yes, you can still add that in your list. So you're going to have 4 things. And most important thing, look at your list and see if you really want that. Is that what you want, or you want something more than that? Because he can give you more than that. Musab, come back. Hafsa, how many things you wrote?
9.
Good. Make it 10 and then you choose 4, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, when you write them again and again, I think it was your parents writing. So if you wrote something and you said that twice, they would say, oh, you already wrote that, right? Did that happen? Yeah, it's not supposed to be like that. You keep writing. Maybe you will write. You can do this exercise later again, okay? You keep writing, keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. Maybe you will write one thing 2 times, 3 times, and that's fine. Then you choose. Then you see if you wrote something twice or 3 times, that means you really want that. It will help you pick the best of the things that you want from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you wrote something more than once, that means that you want that thing because you're asking for that again and again. And when you have your final list of 4 du'as, guys, pay attention, don't look back. Ayan. When you have your list of the 4 du'as, then you are going to write down those du'as. And you're going to say, oh Allah, I want this from you. Oh Allah, I need this from you. Oh Allah, make me do this. Oh Allah, make me like that. Whatever you wrote down, okay? Did you guys understand? Ayan, I need you to, where is Ayan? He's gone. Ayan down there. Ayan, do you understand? You joined later, Ayan, so I don't know. Hafsa, you understand how it's gonna work?
Yes.
Samiha,
Yes.
you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, Musab wrote 18 things, mashallah, look at that. Musab is really into it. I saw Musab, he was just talking, and his mom was going. That's how you're supposed to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you get chance, don't think. Do not think with your brain. Just think with your heart. Whatever you want, he has it. He can give it to you. Okay? Because if there is if you go out there and there is a big park full of everything, and then you are being told that you can pick whatever you want. I know Samia is going to take so long to even think that when she's getting for free. Right, Samia? You just go and take everything. Because, alhamdulillah, if you follow this, then you will have a list. So I'm going to ask you guys that if you choose 4 du'as, what would those be? Do you mind sharing with me? You can write down if you want. You can write in the comments. If you have to choose 4 du'as, 4 things from your list, what would that be? Musab, you have a hard work now to do. You have to choose 4, Musab. 4.
I can do it.
Okay, good. Mark, you can tick mark on your du'as, and then you're going to write those separate. In Jannah, that's cute. Wow, that's really nice. That means you are going to the best Jannah.
Yes.
Yes.
MashaAllah.
कौन है?
आपको क्या क्या?
Samiha wants cat. You never know, Samiha. You never know. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can change your mother's heart, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can put that in her heart that we should have a cat. And you know, we are going to learn in Zafan is going to learn about cats soon in
Doggy.
class. So you never know. If your mom is listening, she will say, oh, you know what? Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu loved cats. We should have a cat. How many surahs you want to memorize, Samiha? Because you said you want to memorize surahs. How many? In 1 year.
मम्मा मैंने doggy पे कर लिया. Doggy कर लिया.
हाँ जी 1 मिनट हेलो.
Okay. I
आपने
don't know
doggy.
why Asia's not talking today. Asia, where are you? Why are you not talking?
Sahur and
Aris wants what is finish?
Doggy.
That's something game? What is finish, Aris?
अब doggy.
Or is it a fish? Dogs, we are not allowed to have dogs in the house. So we cannot make dua for something which we are not allowed to have. Okay? Oh, you want to go back to school. That's good.
मम्मा मैंने teacher को listen नहीं करना. मैंने doggy लेना.
It's not the teacher, it's Allah. Teacher is not making the rules here. Allah is making the rules. And if you don't listen to Allah, then how can you ask him to give you things? And you're alone.
Yeah, I like to get doggy because
I know, but you know what? When we like something and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, no, you can't have that, then you get so much better because you're listening to him. You can't be his friend and not listen to him. You can't want to go to Jannah and see him but not listen to him. It doesn't work like that. So it's important that if he says something is not allowed, and you know what? Why? Because sometimes we think I really, really want that thing and it's not good for us. So he doesn't want us to have something which is not good for us. Right? We have very limited, yes, go Hafsa. Oh my God.
My 4 things.
Mm-hmm.
My 4 things is money to give to the poor by my hands, keep my parents lifetime long, keep my family safe and keep them healthy.
Okay, so you say keep my parents lifetime long. What does that mean?
So that I can spend more time with them.
Okay, good. And family healthy, that's a good dua too. And what was the third? Safe?
Yeah, keep my family
safe.
safe.
And healthy is one thing, right?
Hmm.
So you can have another dua.
Okay.
Make for yourself. Not all the duas for others. You have to make 2 duas at least for yourself.
Okay.
So the first one was good, that you want to give charity with your own hand. And one more for yourself. Okay? Because when we want everything for others, then we don't have to work for it. See, when you want your parents to be alive with you for a long time, you don't have to do anything about it. Make at least 2 duas that you have to work for that too. Okay? Zara, you are really late. We made the dua list today, so you're going to watch the recording of this class later so that you can make dua list. I don't understand why my favorite Asia is not talking today. Asia, I cannot hear you even if you are talking. Is something wrong with your mic? I can't hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now. Speak loud. Asya, how many things? What are the 4 things that you want from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
I want to start. I want to try to read the Quran.
Okay, inshallah. Are you done your qaida? Are you on qaida?
Nearly. I
Nearly?
nearly finished.
Good job. So you can, that's a year, because these are the things that you want in 1 year. Hafsa, this is another thing. When you say, I want to keep my parents for my life, that's a year. You're making dua for a year. What you want this year. Keep that in mind too, okay? Okay, Rayan? When you're making dua, that is for this year. Aris says he wants to intend to switch. So yes, read 3 longest surahs in the Quran, Lego set, and good health. That's good. That's good, right? He wants everything for himself. Aris, at least share some things for you with your brother too, okay? So when you're making dua, you keep in mind that there is something that you have to do behind this. Now, things that Aris want, maybe his mom will say, okay, I'll give you a Nintendo Switch if you do this, this, and this, and this, right? So he has to earn it. Or when he says he wants to recite the 3 longest surah in the Quran, obviously he has to work for that. And if he wants Lego set, again, he has to do something for it. He's not going to get it for free. And for good health, when we talk about good health for ourselves or for our parents, then you can't just have good health by making dua. You have to do something, right? I want good health. I have to eat healthy. I have to do some exercise, right? I have to avoid a lot of salt. I have to do something about it. So when we make dua, remember, then there are some things that we have to do. So when I say dream, dua, do it. Dream it, dua it, and then do it. So today we were dreaming. Now we are going to make duas, because from Wednesday, the 10 nights are starting, and those are the nights that when there is 1 night in those nights. Whatever you ask, you're going to get it. 100%. It's a promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So imagine in those, but we don't know which night it is. So it's going to start on Wednesday. Remember I say smart people are going to go to Jannah, smart people are going to get everything. So what smart people do? You think that they just get up for 1 night and make dua? No. And you know when it starts? Right after Isha. What time is Isha these days? Maybe 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock, right?
Yes,
Almost 10 o'clock. So don't go to sleep on those 10 nights until 10 o'clock. Make your Isha and then take this list out and then ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you ask all 10 nights, you're going to get 1 night. We don't know which night that is. Prophet Muslim did not tell us. He said it is one of the last 10 nights. So if you are making dua every day in those 10 nights, you are for sure going to get your list. So don't just write down those 4 things I told you to write down, to choose, because those 4 things you will be making dua all the time. You know, after Salah, your dua is accepted, right? And when we are breaking our fast, that is the time the dua is accepted. Even if you're not fasting, it's not that when you're fasting, your dua is accepted. Even if you're not fasting, that time before we start eating at Maghrib, dua is accepted. So make dua at that time. Those 4 things, memorize them. Write 4 things and then memorize them. Those 4 things should be that, I don't know, I just want it. You have it, give it to me. You can give it to me. I don't know. I don't know how, if I'm good or bad, whatever, I need it, give it to me. I want it. Because you said that if I ask, you will give. You said that in the Quran. You can give it to me. And then the other things that you wrote, Musab mashallah wrote 18 things, right? Or you can still, your time was up here, but you can still write down more things in your list. And though that is the list, those 10 nights after you pray your Isha, bring the list out and start asking. Okay? Now, any questions? MashaAllah, Hafsa, good job. Hafsa is fasting every day. And Asya wants to learn 10 surahs. Good. So Zara, you're going to write down the list that you want from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everything. And then last 10 nights, every night you're going to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what you want. You guys want to ask anything, add anything? Use awesome words, like beg to him, say, Allah, please, please, oh Allah, please. And then if you know his names, 99 names, use those names. Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, give it to me. I want that. You can give it to me. You said you will. And you listen to people when people talk to you. When I say Ya Allah, then I know you're listening, because you said that in the Quran, that when I call, you're listening. So I know you're listening, and you have it. Doesn't matter.
I am listening.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is listening. You say, even if I needed 1,000 Nintendos, you have them. But I am only asking for one. But I hope that when you get that Nintendo, then you don't forget that you have
Follow me the whole world.
to do work and you have to do other things. Now let's see, what's your
Another page.
what is the homework? Sunnah Club, mashallah. Hafsa, very good job. Hafsa made very good tree. Asya, good job, mashallah. Should I open it? Should I see who did it or not? I'm gonna check it before we go, okay? And then your 2 classes, raise your hand. How many of you have done the classes? 2 classes this week.
One done.
Ayan? No?
One.
One. Done one.
Okay.
I've done one.
Every Monday, write down. Every Monday, and next week, inshallah, we'll make a schedule. Every Monday and every Wednesday, you have to watch your Bright Star, Shooting Star, Muslim Heroes, whichever course you are on. Because all of you are on different courses. So whichever course you are. Samia is, mashallah, on Muslim Heroes. Good job, Samia. 2 sessions. For now, this week, do one on Monday and one on Wednesday. And then you're going to dream again. You're going to sit down, you're going to sit alone, you're going to write down more things that what you want, then you're going to make dua, and then you're going to do something about it. If you want to memorize 10 surahs, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not just going to pour those surahs in your brain. You have to do something about that. And your checklist. Did you print your checklist? Because if you did and you are marking, you're giving yourself marks. Once you have 100 marks,
Yeah.
in 3 months, you're going to go to the next level. So raise your hands. How many of you have printed? How many of your moms or parents have printed this for you? Good job, Asya. Anyone else? It's in your email. Tell your mom to check the email. It's in the email, print it, and start giving yourself marks. You are going to do your self-assessment. I trust you. Now, I did not open your Facebook, but let me see. Because mashallah, I was so proud of you guys. And you know, I was telling the other older kids that you should okay, let's see. This is another class, their tree. This is them. Did you see this, guys? Is it me who is only loving it, or it's so beautiful? No, if you know what, go and check. You know what she did? If you look carefully, she made a road. Do you see here? On the tree trunk, there is a road. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we know that the more thankful you are, you bent. Means you're humble. You're not arrogant, because you say, oh, thank you so much, Allah. Thank you so much. And see how her tree is bending? Because she wrote down the things that she likes, she loves. I don't know who won. Do we have results yet? Wow, who is that? Hmm? That is Aris. MashaAllah. Yes, Hafsa, it is beautiful. I was just shocked at her imagination. And so these are the older kids. They painted it. Do you see that? But they're older, so that's okay. Who is that? Hmm? Wow, look at this. So many things that Asya is thankful for. Asya, this is you, right? Yes. And see how she wrote down the ayah of the Quran too. This is so beautiful. Look at this flower coming out. MashaAllah. Good job, Asya. Good job. Very good, MashaAllah. You guys have to start posting more so that I can take the older kids out of this. And I'll say, no more, because this is, you know who this is? This is Hafsa. This is your class. Look at that. She did such a good job, mashallah. I was really, really happy to see this too. Good job, mashallah, guys. You know, it makes you think that how many things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, right? So you did watch this video or you just started to make the tree? You guys watched the video? Right? Okay, so what is our work this week? This week, it's a little tricky because you have to think. She's not giving you the idea. So you have to think. And that's good, right? This is the video that you're watching. So when I say that this is your homework, Sunnah clubs, that's what I mean. This. You have to watch this and then you have to post. And every time when you're posting, make sure that you write this building habits, hashtag building habits. Because if you don't write, it doesn't go here. And if it doesn't go here, the one who are marking, they won't be able to see your post. And you might be doing so well, but your votes will not be counted. And other thing that you do is that you, oh, see, this is here, but it's not there. Rayan, this is your tree, but you know why it's not there? Because once you post, okay, here is another thing. The older kids, they don't get it. I don't know why. I know you're going to get it. Once you post, you go back, look for your post. Then you click here, okay? And then you say add post topic. You click on this and then you look for the topic, the topic which was on the video. So what was it? Can anyone remind me? What was the topic of this week's video that Rayan made?
Gratitude.
Gratitude. So here you see gratitude. You click on this and you save. Now, how we know that it is done? Because here at the bottom, it's going to say gratitude. See here? Do you see this? Tag gratitude. So now when I go back there, I can see it. If you don't tag it, I have to do this for you guys, you know, and sometimes I just miss it. I didn't know that you made that, so it did not get counted. Okay, when you post there, then you get more likes too, because then people can see it, right? But good job, mashallah. Very good. So now it's a kind of a competition with older kids. I want to see more of your work than their class, okay? So this is your homework. What's your homework? You have to do this. You can watch that today. Today's Sunday. You can watch that today. You can brainstorm what you want to do, what project you want to work on. Then tomorrow you watch this. You keep working on this every day a little bit, okay? And then Tuesday, you sit down again, because Wednesday, the nights are starting. So you should have your list. You should have a lot of du'as about yourself, about your family, about your friends, about your siblings, about your teachers. Don't forget to make dua for me, okay? And most important thing, print this so that you can go to the next class, okay? This is your result card, which you are going to do by yourself. You're going to give yourself marks. And in 3 months, inshallah, you're going to move on to the next session, next class. Because what is the end goal? That you have to become the teachers at Sunnah Camp. And for that, it's important that you go up, up, and up, okay? Now, if you have any questions, you can ask me now about your dua or about anything else. Asi, you have a question? No? Anyone else? No questions? Okay. Inshallah, I will see you guys next week. And when you do this work, guys, I can see that who is doing it and who is not. Okay? So please do that so that I can feel happy and proud, and most important that you can learn. When you learn this, if you do these classes, this work will be better. Remember that. And your whole life will be better, inshallah. Okay, inshallah, I'll see you next week. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.
I really agree with you.